Hello and welcome to Chocolate and Cheese.
Hello!
Yeah, this is Tom and this is...
Lulu this.
Right, okay. The reason why I had to laugh there is because Lulu as always had completely messed up pressing the buttons in the beginning. So, well, this is what happens when you do a podcast.
But that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you kind of saved it in the end. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday. It's 25th of February 2015 and we're back. Now, today, Lou, we're talking about how to have fun, crazy days. Or crazy fun days. That's the actual title.
Okay.
Anyway, you know, like when you have a boring day or when you feel a little bit down.
Oh.
You know, I know. Then you just need to do certain things that cheer you up, isn't it? You need to do some crazy things, some fun things. And I have compiled a list of things that I think are a little bit wacky, a little bit crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, and definitely fun to do. Okay, now there are 7 of them. Yeah, it's not. It's a top 7. It's not a top 10. Well, the reason for that is
almost.
Yeah, the reason. Yeah, I could actually say almost top 10.
Almost top 10.
Yeah, the reason why I couldn't come up to 10, I just couldn't think of any more. So I could only come up with 7. I'm so sorry. Maybe we have another 3 next time. Okay, now number 1. They actually come in no particular order. Okay, right. Now, first one. You run into a store and you ask, "What year is it?" When you get an answer, you run out and scream, "It worked!" Okay, so as if you were time traveling, yeah? Almost like a little bit like, oh my god, yeah, okay, she didn't actually get that. I hope our listeners got that, yeah. So you're kind of doing like the, Back to the Future kind of thing, So you're playing Michael J. Fox. I really wonder if you do this, if you really, without laughing and giggling or looking like a complete crazy person, you could even wear something which looks quite unusual, maybe something futuristic.
Or not wearing anything.
Well, then you're gonna get arrested. Yeah, you're like Terminator. Yeah, absolutely. No, but hey, I dare our listeners try that. Do you think you're gonna try that? You wanna go run into a store, ask what year it is.
Yeah.
And then you run out and say, "It worked." I think it would be so odd. I love it.
Okay.
Number 2. This is fun. Very easy to do. All these things you can just do anywhere. This is the beauty of them. Number 2. You get into a crowded elevator and then say to these strangers, "Yes, I bet you all wonder why I gathered you here today." These are complete strangers, yeah? Now to top this, you could also have a briefcase with you and you take some files out of them which are marked in like top secret and you give it to them and saying, "This will explain everything. Collateral damage is inevitable." And then you walk out. Yeah, so it almost looks like this was a secret meeting of spies. Yeah, and you give them the top secret files and you say, a lot of people will die. And you just,
I understand that, but I think people will think you are just out from the hospital.
Well, yeah, that could be, but in a way, it's but I just want to see the reaction of people. I want to see that on their faces why you're actually doing it. I would find that very difficult because I would just chuckle. I could not keep a straight face doing that. But I think it's fun. I think that would be.
I think that's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. Okay. Again, this is maybe a little bit more complicated because it's not so easy to get to these places. So this is number 3. Like when you go to concerts, any kind of like rock concerts.
Well, that's already fun.
No, I know that's actually, you know what? That could be already the fun thing. No, but you can top this. Okay, you go to a rock concert and you're all excited, you're dancing around, you're jumping, and you obviously sing along. That's such a common thing, isn't it? When you love a band, you just sing along the songs. Yeah, that's what you do. Now there are places. Sorry, I have to laugh. So there are places where you don't do that. Yeah. So just imagine you're all dressed up, really, really nice, and you go to the opera and you start singing along in the opera. You're like the only person who would do that because you're not supposed to do that. I find that really funny. But again, okay, this might be a little bit more difficult to do actually because you don't have operas every day. But I dare our audience, if you are into classical music, have a go at it.
I think your back of the color gonna be pulled out and then you're suddenly outside the opera house.
That might actually happen. So maybe that isn't such a fun thing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a crazy thing, yeah? After you spend like, I don't know, $60, $70 to get in and then you gotta get thrown out. Anyway, number 4. This is going to be fun. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is, this is a bit more complicated. It's probably going to cost you a little bit, but it's going to be very interesting. I don't think it has been done before. You hire 2 private investigators, yeah, 2 private detectives, yeah, and then you ask them. I mean, they don't know that each other. You know, they come from different agencies, and then you're going to ask them to follow each other. I would love to see that report, you know, from the actual investigators. I mean, that would just be so hilarious to get the report from these investigators about what the investigators have been doing. Right. The next one. This is probably one of my favorites, actually. What you're gonna do? This is again very, very simple. Okay. Actually, this is probably the most simple one that you can actually do. You text. To any number, it can be a completely random number, you text, I hid the body. Yeah? Do you understand? I hid the body, yeah? Hid, not hit. I hid. H-I-D. Yeah.
The body.
Yeah. So the other person, whoever gets that, will think that they just got a text from a murderer who made a mistake. You know, rather than sending a text to their accomplice, they actually send it by accident to them and saying, I hit the body. I mean, okay, can I just say, I think that's probably the only one. It sounds fun, it sounds crazy, but that's what you shouldn't actually do, because that could potentially get you in trouble. Yeah. So, I just, want to say, we do not advise to actually do that. It's just an interesting thing. So that's just a bit of a fun idea, but don't do that. I repeat, don't. This could end in a very messy affair. Now, next one. I completely lost track where we actually are. We had number 1, 2, 3. I can't count.
4, 5, 6, I think.
Yeah, it's number 6.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I absolutely love this one. Okay, now this is for when you're out and about in your car. You have to be in your car for this one, so you have to have a car for that. And you basically have to get to maybe just one or maybe a group of joggers. Okay, so people who are just casually out there running. It works especially well for people who look really serious, like really go for it. It doesn't have to be joggers. It could also just be people who look very serious, but that they are actually trying to exercise. Especially those people with their Nordic walking sticks. That has become so popular in Europe. I kind of understand the concept of using Nordic sticks, like when you're hiking and you're trying to, like you're in some kind of treacherous terrain, you're trying to, climb up some kind of mountain. You need these sticks for some support. The funny thing is people use this anywhere, and like even in the city center, and I'm wondering, if you need support, why don't you just use a Zimmer frame? Why don't you use crutches or a wheelchair? Anyway, so you look for people who look like they're exercising with your car. You put your radio on full power and then blast them with Eye of the Tiger. And you basically, you're traveling with them at the same speed, And this is just really what you're trying to do. It's supposed to be for encouragement. Okay.
So what's the next?
I find that absolutely hilarious. You're like, oh my god. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the number 6?
This was number 6. Now.
Forget about it.
Okay. Number 7. Again, this is a bit cheeky. This is our last one. Cheeky. You have to go to a pharmacy for that one. Okay, or kind of like any drugstore. Doesn't really matter. Okay, but pharmacies are even better because they're a little bit more intimate. Okay, and you basically have to buy a box of or several boxes of condoms, several sizes. I would probably advise to just go for the really massive ones. They have like for giant sizes, whatever. And then you have to go to the cashier and or till, and then you just ask in a really serious way, where are the fitting rooms? No, okay. So you have to. Okay. Now for added effect, to top this a little bit, what you can do is you can push some stuff down your pants, like some kind of like a big sock or something, so you look really like you're hung like a horse or something. Yeah. And then you say, fitting rooms, and maybe you have some people who could help me, just to try on. I would love to see the face. I mean, this is just, again, this is so surreal and crazy. I dare.
They will definitely call the police.
No, why? I mean, why would you do that? You're not doing anything. No, you just say, where's the fitting room? It's a normal question.
Yeah, but the product is condom.
Yeah, I know.
Harvard.
Yeah, I know. I said crazy fun day is things to do. It's just, to have a fun day. If you're down and if you feel a little bit bored. Anyway, now, if our audience, if you have any other crazy ideas or fun things to do, to help when you feel a little bit bored or a little bit down, then please let us know. Thanks for liking and commenting on this particular episode. And if you like the show, please hit the subscribe button. And what do you think we should do out of these 7? What do you think we should do? Which one was your favorite?
Nothing.
You hated all of them. I love it. Well, I think I'm gonna go to the car now and look for that tape of Eye of the Tiger to give some encouragers for people who are trying to exercise.
Bye bye.